What is good, everyone? My name is OJ and welcome to the Village of PlayerEssence, where you can come get all your latest gaming and Nintendo Switch news, PE Ninjas. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So we've got some more details on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and while that is all great when it comes to things, there still could be a 2D Zelda game on the Nintendo Switch. Here is what Anuma-san had to say on the possibility of a 2D Zelda game coming to the Nintendo Switch. There is definitely good things about the 2D world and the playstyles of the 2D world, Anuma says. There are a lot of fans who enjoy that style. This Nintendo Switch style, which is an evolved style of gameplay, is not necessarily. I want you to think of it more as an evolved style of 2D style. For the 3DS team, I am trying to make them think in a more evolved 2D style approach. The handheld development team will not be phased out because of Nintendo Switch. Switch will allow users to bring their home console on the go, but this doesn't mean handheld game development like the 3DS will be discontinued. So it's really interesting as far as his comments here goes. I do think that style, as far as the 2D, more of like the Super NES and all of that, I was not necessarily the biggest fan. I like Link to the Past. I think Link to the Past is an amazing game, and it's actually really good and one of the best Super Nintendo games I've ever played. However, I do like the 3D Zeldas a little bit more. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess. I do like those games a little bit more. Not necessarily Twilight Princess over Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. I think Link to the Past is better than Twilight Princess, but it's not like by like a big margin or anything like that. So Zelda fans, please do not kill me. I do think all of them are great for the most part. All of the core Zelda games are really good. But yeah, what do you guys think about a 2D Zelda game coming back to the Nintendo Switch? I think it's a good idea, actually, because to have different types of Zelda games that fit the different types of audiences. I know there was a big resurgence of Super Nintendo fans who picked up a Nintendo 3DS when A Link Between Worlds came out. They're like, oh, what? Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds, it looks like Link to the Past? I'm going to get that game, and I'm going to get a 3DS for it. So I think it's only going to draw more people if you have more variety of styles. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if they actually make this. And this is the great thing about the Nintendo Switch. Since it is a portable and it is a console, you can technically just do whatever you want with it. If you want to make a game that looks like The Legend of Zelda A Link Between Worlds but way shinier and better, you can do it because you can market that as a portable. If you want to make a big open world Zelda game, you can do that too because it has the power to do so. So to me, I think it all fits, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Zelda team has to offer on the Nintendo Switch outside of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Alright guys, and moving on to the next news here, the new big man over at Nintendo, Koizumi-san, has confirmed that Bluetooth headsets will work on the Nintendo Switch. Yoshiaki Koizumi recently participated in an interview with French site Melty. During the interview, Koizumi-san confirmed that Bluetooth headsets will work with the Nintendo Switch, and if you want, you can also use a wired 3.5mm jack works while docked. He also mentioned in the very same interview that the Nintendo Switch dock is a proprietary format. So there's a couple things that this confirms. That headsets that can adjust chat and also volume will be supported. So you can theoretically do this with the Nintendo Switch. If you have like a long extension cable, if you want to plug your headset straight into the Nintendo Switch to access voice chat and also to get game volume, you'll be able to do that. If you want to use a Bluetooth headset for chat in addition to game volume, you can also do that. And based on what we know from the leaks, it looks like voice chat can be implemented into games on a game-by-game basis. So just as long as the game developers want to support voice chat, they can put it in there. So it's very similar to Wii U in that certain situation, I guess, at this point. Now, we don't know the full details. Obviously, we're going off of the leaked documents that still state NX and not Nintendo Switch. So that is something to take caution of. But this is confirmed when it comes to Bluetooth headsets and when it comes to regular wired headsets. And I think the sweetest thing, I knew Bluetooth was going to be put in there. I already knew Bluetooth headsets were in and chat was going to be in for that. But the interesting thing is being able to actually use the headphone jack while it's docked. So let's just say you have an extension cable and you want to run that long extension cable for a headset that way. You don't want to buy a Bluetooth headset because of the battery or whatever the case is. You can do that. I actually have a long extension as well, and I'm thinking about doing that myself because I have some Skull Candies that work just fine. I'm not going to need Bluetooth headsets, but it is just another option for consumers out there to access game volume in addition to chat. So good stuff there from Koizumi-san and Nintendo, and hopefully we get a Nintendo Direct soon. so we can get some more solid details on all the little things concerning with the Nintendo Switch. And in the last story here, we got some hope for all of those who are waiting for GameCube Virtual Console to be announced. So Koizumi-san has also commented on the GameCube Virtual Console, so here's what he had to say on the matter fully. We cannot give a concrete answer because we have nothing to announce at the moment. But there's something I can tell you, we are working on some things along those lines. So one of the biggest things that I've seen people talk about when it comes to the GameCube Virtual Console is analog and digital triggers, as if that's supposed to be some type of like big hindering factor to where you won't be able to play GameCube games on your Nintendo Switch or emulate it. That's not a factor at all. Not only that, but Nintendo has a perfectly fine adapter, the GameCube adapter that they released on the Wii U, that they can update to release on the Nintendo Switch with a bunch of GameCube controllers floating around from all the Smash players and all the people who just wanted a GameCube controller for the Wii. So I don't think adding GameCube Virtual Console, if you really needed analog or pressure sensitive triggers, they would be able to have some type of workaround or solution for that. So for those who are saying it's impossible because the Nintendo Switch doesn't have analog or pressure sensitive triggers, stop it. Don't insult what Nintendo's engineers can do when it comes to emulation. They could probably even make it work with those digital triggers. To me, it's not necessarily a big thing, and if they want to get this GameCube Virtual Console going, then we got to make sure that they do it right, and they got to make sure that they launch with a number of games. So I think it is going to take some time. We probably might not see it for the next 6 months, maybe almost a year. Maybe by the end of the year, we'll probably see more of it. But if you want to do GameCube Virtual Console, you need to make sure that you launch with a number of titles that fans really want. You can't just launch with 1 or 2 games and saying, okay, well, here we go, we got GameCube Virtual Console, then trickle out games at such a slow pace, because so many people get so upset about this Virtual Console. And guys, I've said this before and I think I'll say it again. I'm not big on Virtual Console as far as playing the same games, you know, that you've had in there for so long. I'm just not big on rebuying my games over and over again. So to me, GameCube Virtual Console and all these other virtual consoles that they're going to want to do, it's cool, and trust me, like, I want them. I think that it's good to have them in there just for the overall fan base. But personally for me, I'm not like super hung up on things like that. I'm really worried about just bringing awesome, great games to the Nintendo Switch. If we get those GameCube Virtual Console games, awesome. If we don't, then it is what it is. You can definitely bust out your GameCube, bust out your Wii, and play those GameCube games that you want to play on there. But yes, it would be sweet to take some of those GameCube games on the go. Like, that would be actually really awesome. So yes, it does make me want GameCube Virtual Console on there. If there's a couple suggestions, Nintendo, for what you would launch with on the Virtual Console, I want to know what you guys think. But my picks, if I can pick just 3 games that I know can be confirmed, it would be Skies of Arcadia Legends on the GameCube. It would be the original Metroid Prime on the GameCube, and then I would also love to see like a Tales of Symphonia, or also maybe something like a Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, maybe even Beautiful Joe, something along those lines, another third-party game that really kind of set the tone high for its own genre. So let me know what you guys would want in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.